problem is, if you
I got to cut you off, brother.
Oh, wow.
We got to go to casters. We're ready to go. We're live with the game. Machine and Sponge, take it away.
Thank you so very much, fellas. We are back into the action. We appreciate all of your patience and that desk just giving us essentially one hell of a podcast out of the blue. Appreciate
Happy birthday, BSL. Anyway, let's get this one underway. As right now, FURIA want to barrel down Banana, and Flush, who's found himself 2 big kills to kick it off. We thought this one was going to start slow, but no.
Oh, back turn. They don't check the half wall. That's a brutal way to start the day. FURIA off the back of the timeout immediately caught off. Vinny and Art presenting their bottom, and Flusher ready and willing to spank. Wow, what am I talking about? Who am I? People can hear me. Nice work, though, from JW. Yori just beheaded and leaves Henny and Keserato in a 2 versus 4 very early into this round. Keserato, that was quick. And he's not necessarily done. Gets the info on Brolin. An ambitious one-tap attempt, but this round far from over. Certainly if Keserato is hitting more shots like that. JW is in prime position, though, to catch him on the swing. It's transferred. And puts us into a 2v2. 50 seconds, Chad. They've got a shot at this.
Look how active he is, and Henny has been locked down during all of this. Right now, we can see the bomb creeping up through T apartments right now, and well, top mid control is that of Brolin's, but they need to continue to look and seek for Keserato, because where could he have possibly gone? 35 seconds remaining. Henny still yet to move. The mid to B is a possibility, but this is all on Keserato.
Oh, and he just keeps delivering. And Keserato with the 4th. 1 HP to his name. Single-handedly has won 2 rounds for FURIA of their 3. Phenomenal work from the start of the show, and he is in the running for MVP of this tournament. No doubt about it, and immediately they're going to have to catch their breath after that one. He has 2 4Ks in the 2 rounds they've won of the 3. That's phenomenal work from Keserato. He's making a fantastic case, certainly, if FURIA can turn this around.
No, that's impact.
That's impact.
that's what you're talking about right here. And that
Louise.
little lull in time, I thought maybe, you know, FURIA would come out with a different game plan. They went a lot more aggressive in that banana position. Flush is still ready and raring to catch them out, but when you can make a play like that, when you can hit shots like that, when you can swing on a dime like he did for that first kill onto Crimson Boiler, wow.
Yeah, Crims is going to be mad about that one. He had everything suggested that was supposed to be Crims's, and now look what that's done. That is going to leave Fnatic's money a little shell-shocked. Sacrifice is made. Then Golden in as the scouting party. Back 10 to him. Crims on the Desert Eagle.
Yeah, they can do their normal default with what they have right now. They have the utility for it. The weapons aren't a huge deal because you can see here, pushing forward. That's the plan. Well, that nade is going to chunk down Golden quite significantly there. 43 points of health. A little bit slower in their taking of Halls and Boiler this time round.
Golden's got a flak jacket on. Every time he walks up Banana, he seems relatively unscathed. This time, however, not his best work. Down to 26. For those of you that weren't with us for the opening rounds prior to the timeout, prior to the tech delay, we appreciate you joining us now. But to recap you, Fnatic have been playing Fnatic's game of Counter-Strike. We talk about it an awful lot throughout this tournament here in Belek. Divide and conquer would be a quick summation.
Yeah, and they haven't found any openings just yet to allow them to lurk across the map in that style that we have been seeing from Fnatic thus far. So they've grouped on up. They still have banana control. They're yet to grab mid control, and there's 45 seconds left on the clock. That's going to have to happen any moment.
Still like it. Jumping across. Henny could get caught out here, but he backs away. And his nade actually finishes what Vinny started right at the start of this round. 30 seconds. They hit the brakes. With the smoke deployed, and he can work with that. That's a beautiful opportunity for him, and he will slide right in to punish a gap in the smoke from JW. Moment of time, he falls, and now Brolin realizes he's got to pull up his socks. They've got no time, and they're running out of players. Flusher, however, gives them a lifeline. 2 frags. Now the bomb can go down. Almost uncontested. The rotate's going to have to come in. 2 members were on B. Henny, however, his patience is rewarded, and Vinny's there to put the cherry on top. FURIA find 2 rounds back-to-back for the first time.
And through this tag team duo, right, you mentioned Keserato being in the running for the MVP. Henny is as well. You have to think about the games yesterday that he had against Renegades, absolutely lighting the server up. So his addition to this team, Alex, it was a curious one. He thought, you already have an AWP game leader. What do you need another AWPer for? Well, Art, he's taken a bit of a back seat as far as that role is concerned. He's doing the primary duties. And we're seeing a Henny that I remember back from the Immortals days, back from when they first moved on up to North America.
He can make the game look like a different game. That AWP, just his movement, sometimes it can feel like he's playing something completely different. And now, breaking fnatic a little bit, and going to be forced onto the Deagles.
Yeah, so right now I just assume fnatic are going to slow the pace right down. They can't be as cavalier about how quick they take areas of the map. They have to be more cautious. Because that's why. Without the armor, grenades are going to do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, they'll sting.
A bit spicier. But if FURIA can continue to hold on to the utility like we can see right now, if we just direct our attention to the right-hand side of the screen, limp that out over the next minute and 15 seconds, that'll do them more than enough. And they should just be able to mow down the remaining fnatic players without too many qualms. And we can see Vinny here, he's picked up one of the Kriegs, the SGs that's gone missing.
And it's worked wonderfully for him. Brolin's weapon now eliminating 2 of his teammates. Golden Flush are 4 on their advance towards B. The smoke arrives with 50 seconds still on the clock though. Through the smoke, JW, he tried to do some gymnastics and Vinny wasn't interested. More of a contemporary dance guy. But it's still finding members of fnatic, and another smoke's going to arrive just as the other fades. They keep them locked out, and it's likely they're just going to go for somewhat of a low push. Brolin does trade off his teammate and has a chance for the second. 2 bullets missed. Art converts, and FURIA string 3 together after the timeout.
Let's see if we get a change of pace coming in from this fnatic roster right now. We haven't really seen any quick mid-wall pops. Nothing like that's coming in a faster way. It's still just been that spread default. So we did see a similar scoreline yesterday against EG. There was 7-2 up. fnatic were looking very, very good, and then Cirque came alive with the AWP. Well, Quesarado is the one who's opened the door. Henny, he's kicked that right open now. As we are sitting at 7-5 in the favor of fnatic here in their map choice. Once again, this is going to be different. We can see Golden going over towards alt middle over here, so it's going to be a different approach right now. So I think quicker over towards the A bomb site. Flush will be the sole member defending the banana aggression. So something new.
Doing a sterling job of holding banana, but look at this from Brolin.
It was a fake.
Sneaking all the way up, denying a lot of information with the smokes now set up on Arch, and they've got 4 CTs on A at the moment. It's going to be a question of timing. Will fnatic be able to surprise as they quietly take control of the top side of banana?
In here.
Brolin's still there. Vinny's going to get the info. That's bomb as well. They get all of the information and a nice little connection onto Crims. He's still fighting though. Heart's still beating. And now the push comes in. Great frag. That's impact from Golden. Now the site's open. And JW's already tucked himself into a brutal nook. He's going to leave FURIA shook if they do choose to commit to this one. It does look like they're turning tail. And they're going to commit. Or rather, what's the word? Concede. That's the word I'm looking for.
So right here, if you just look at the money situation, you'd say, Chad, why aren't they going for this one right here? Well, if they save right now, they're going to get gun rounds to the last 2 rounds of the game. It means they can potentially get themselves 7 on the board. If they go for this, they lose. They get 1 more, they lose that. Then they have a very, very low buy. But fnatic, it looks like they already know the save is on. You can see the hunt coming on through. JW and Library right now, 2 players towards bottom of banana. Their economy isn't great, so they can't really give away too many guns. But if JW wants to go for a last-minute kind of attempt out of Library here to see if he can grab a kill within the dying seconds of the round, could do some damage.
Yeah, no. Supposed to be thrown to support his adventure. Instead, he'll just hold fast. So round 14 of our first map. This is fnatic's pick, and for good reason. Been one of their most played and most successful so far in their run.
Bit of misdirection there. You saw all those fast nades going up towards A. Lots of footsteps towards middle. Brolin selling the fake, and then just the walk into the B bomb site. You called the rotation. 4 players from FURIA just sitting and waiting. They got a bit of a prank call there.
Yeah,
sold a dud one, sold a lemon.
it really works so well for them. The power of a smoke as well. You deny that information. Brolin's showing presence. You have to respect it, or at least investigate. Molotov will force Flush off forward, and Art getting the info in perfect synchronization. They know where he is, and Bullet's already connecting. He's going to get pushed down here, and that's an early lead for FURIA.
Doing a much better job of making this banana fight a lot scrappier, not letting fnatic have their way with them anymore. And Grim's almost being able to find an equalizer there. He was up towards intervals very quickly. Brolin here, yes, he has his chance right now.
A lot of control. Looking to relinquish some of it is Henny. He's going to go for an aggressive peek, and that's so fast!
What?
He's so ready for it. Deals Brolin somewhat of a dud. Now looking to continue this aggression. He could get caught off by Crimson's presence on balcony. He's cognizant of it though, and now the push comes in. Kayserato has rotated in to support as well. They've got all the right pieces in all the right places. It's going to come down to the fights. 40 seconds. fnatic went to the side. Already 1-for-1. JW, however, falling to Henny. Still, as the dust settles, Crimson's got a mammoth task ahead of him. First frag, too tall of an order. It will be Kayserato to bring home 6.
Very good stuff there, Delane. You could see fnatic were well aware Yuri loves that position. They came in pre-spamming. JW was able to get that instant trade. But it was just bodies. There was more bodies right there from FURIA ready and raring to go. And now we've got the GG.bet odds on screen right here. Still favoring fnatic. This is a fantastic half. They've already won it. They already have 8. Can they get 9? Maybe that faster approach towards A again, but this time with a commitment, because FURIA will be thinking, is it the fake again? Do we have to worry about B? Is it something on the cards? And well, it looks like the default spread with Golden and Flush up. The standard 2 to go for the Banana aggression. There once again, and this time he will find the opening. Banana has been looking a little bit better this time round for FURIA ever since we came back from the technical timeout.
Oh, that's
nutmeg!
Right between the legs. Giggsy would be proud. Roland, however, catching him on the retreat. That's the price you pay. We're going for such an audacious early push. My God, JW would be proud. Last round of this first half. JW aggressive through the smoke for just a moment. Does manage to land some lead onto Kayserato, down to 66. Bomb retrieved by flusha in the meantime, and they've still got plenty of time. It's actually quite rare to see a bomb on a fnatic player this early in the round.
He's on his own. That's what always worries me about some of these fnatic rounds. Look at flusha. If he goes down, then the bomb is completely given up to the CTs.
If Art just gets a little bit curious,
Yeah.
crazy.
But that's telling. That gives an idea of what fnatic are planning to do here. Is it push off mid-wall and then go back to B where they found so much success, or is it wait and see if flusha shows the bomb banana here? Because that's going to show up on the radar. Will that draw a rotation? Yes, it will.
Oh, is this some 4D chess, Chad? He jumps the wall, shows the bomb, and then they burst from apps and quad. That's gorgeous.
Spicy little meatball here, but Kayserato, he can stop this.
Oh, no, he can't. JW issues a gag order. Now Yuri, he's got very little opportunity here. They're starting to swarm, and they sting. They're so damn hard. 10 seconds and the site is theirs. fnatic are looking to play their style, but their style has beauty within it. JW, he's not done. That's 3 now.
Oh. Vinny didn't have a choice there. The Molotov landed behind him. It was either going to spread forward. He knew he had to go forward anyway to retake this, and now Art in a 1-on-4 situation. The in-game leader, look, he might get a couple of kills to stat the pats, but...
Wow.
Pad, the stats.
Stat the pats?
Stat the pats. But either way, that's 9-6 to fnatic here.
All right, we need to take a quick one. When we come back, Chad hopefully will have found his thesaurus. From a 7-2 lead, the half ends 9-6. FURIA do manage to stabilize and stay competitive on the Swedes map pick. It's the first of our series consolidation final. I'm Machine, I'm joined by Sponge, and we've got ourselves quite the game. Nuke up next, but first, the conclusion of Inferno. It's the Swedes looking to win their map pick, and already some resistance has made this game all the more spicy. And quite a spicy play to end it all. I'm still kind of in awe of the fake out from flusha, putting so much weight on not getting caught by an AWP on that jump peak on Banana. My God, be sure to watch that one back if you missed it. But we're into the action on the pistol.
Right now, you can see in the hands of FURIA, we've got 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs, reminiscent of what fnatic had, and they've also been given up Banana control, but instead of having a 4-man B stack coming out on pistol, fnatic have leaned over towards A. We can see 4 players all towards top and middle. That leaves Golden with the task to do at this B bomb site. flusha will have a smoke and a defuse kit. That's going to come in handy for this post-plant scenario.
Yeah, 2 smokes and 2 mollies. That's 2 naked FURIA members.
Just to note here, if I'm Golden and this comes over the top, my job is not to fight. My job is just to hold back and hold on to Ruin. So the rotation coming from my teammates, and at that point we can retake together. He doesn't want to go for anything too audacious here, just for the information.
It does look like he's about to see the smokes flying through the sky. Let's see his reaction. FURIA start their advance. 2 crossed already. Throw off a couple of sporadic shots, but oh, caught out on top of the coffins, and that's exactly what he's been put in. Nice work from Golden. And now look at that. It's a sea of blue. The USP train, it doesn't seem to have any brakes, and it's charging up Banana. Golden still lingering around that smoke. They're going to double peek it together. It's going to come down to Jules, and it's working out well for the CTs. Just Vinny and Keserato remain. And Golden, he really did start this one off for fnatic, and he's not quite done. A double kill from him. Just Vinny tries to find the low HP player. Unfortunately for him, JW does not go down, and they do not relent. Double digits for fnatic as they open up with the pistol win.
Yeah, Golden did so much there. The kill, more than what I thought he was worth, and then staying alive, making sure that there was no one taking Ruins early, making sure they couldn't push towards the tree at CT spawn. That means that once top Banana control is taken from those 4 flanking CTs, it's just a matter of isolating each individual position in that bomb site. And guess what? You've got the USPs. You're coming in with the weapon better at range. The Ts tried to fight top Banana. They made the best decision. They made the best out of a bad situation, but unable to convert. But guess what?
Oh, baby.
Kriegs, baby. Here we go. Let's see if fnatic can hold on here. They've opted for 2 M4s, a FAMAS, an MP9, and a UMP. And the Kriegs, well, they want to go to Banana.
See how this one plays out.
Look at this boost, so quick.
Ready and willing to take the fight. That's knife out info gained. Happy coincidence, perhaps. It's worked out for fnatic now. And likely FURIA choose to play ahead of that smoke. Instead, they'll just be forced to pause. 15 seconds thrown off the clock, courtesy of that $300 investment.
flusha still has a Molotov, a Flash, and a HE. He can harass this top Banana when he feels, but holding on to that Molotov, I thought it would be imperative. He wants to actually make a meal of this.
Ooh, Keserato finds the player he was looking for, but Golden actually manages to get one. flusha's nade finishes what Golden and his UMP managed to start. Now Yuri. That was such an influential frag had he found it. Could have caught Crims on the rotate. Instead, though, he has hightailed it towards the B site. Now with the bomb down, it's confirmed, and the rotate will start its advance. Vinny already cutting them down to size, though.
fnatic will go to make this as expensive as possible. They want to get these Kriegs out of play. They want to make sure nothing can get carried forward to the further round. We saw JW in an earlier... Well, no, they're going to save.
Works.
I thought they'd go for a similar play to what we saw JW do on Mirage. He stayed with the AWP to try and take away as many guns as possible. Here, they want to hold on to... Well, they did pick up the M4. Maybe we can put a bit of merit in that one right there.
Yeah, you saw Crims go on a mission. They used that smoke to enable his pickup of the valuable asset. And now they will escape. Doesn't look like any more bloodshed will be going down around 17.
fnatic will force buy. That's that goes without question,
With conviction.
Right? They love it. They love the force buy. They love to keep these rounds really close. And the fact that they are in the lead right here, and it's a map like Inferno where they do some of their best work, I would be very surprised not to see them force buy.
Keep our eyes on the prize. FURIA, of course, do manage to prevail with their bomb planted in the pistol. Despite losing the round, of course, welcome to Counter-Strike if you have not been keeping track. And yep, nail on the head. Just one CZ75 there as a late buy from flusha. He pulls out his signature weapon. Seen him do stupid things with this in Malmö already. Just takes a break, not even playing the game. 8 months pass and he's still playing his game. Good damage from that nade. 3 members of FURIA now available for the one-shot headshot potential of the M4 of Crims. It's unfortunately for them, at the moment, situated at A. FAMAS from Brolin there too.
They're just playing this like a normal gun run, Alex.
Yeah.
They've got a normal hold going on right now. They haven't changed anything up. They've used most of their nades, at least the ones to inflict damage over towards B early. This has forced FURIA back to find information towards top mid. That smoke, well, there goes another 20 seconds, and they will just sit and they will wait because there is no rush right now. These rounds get so scary when the clock really ticks on down. This is something that I always hated having to call mid-round against. You know, you go arch side late, you're unable to get into sight, you lose a round. You go up quad, you lose to all the crossfires. You try and go into B, well, they've got a 5-man stack there. It's dangerous no matter what you choose.
Pick your poison. Roll the dice. Looks like we are going to be seeing a little spurt of aggression. The flash and the precision! Golden! How does he even get one? Never mind two. Finally shut up by Keserato, but the damage is done. Flush is going to be begging for help. Crims has arrived with his M4, and a little peppering from the CZ will soften him up for his arrival. Bomb down, no kit. But fnatic do have the numbers advantage, and I'm not just talking about players left standing. I'm talking about HP. I was going to say hit points, then health.
Flash is coming here, Alex. This could be it.
It pops and they swing, and Flush is just doing what Golden does. I'm buying a CZ. Not Yuri. Still looking to stand vigilant. 2 versus 3, and they have the rifles, they have the frags. It's all down to JW. Sporadic spray, he just wants to get away with the AK, he will. And FURIA, they hold on, despite Golden and Flush's best efforts, the B defenders that could. With peanuts in their pockets, they manage to do significant damage, and Keserato goes down with the bomb.
Yeah, I think Keserato right now, you could look at him for the biggest impact for his team thus far. He's sitting at the top of the scoreboard with 16 kills to his name. If you reflect back to the first half, he had 2 rounds with 4 kills to get them on the board within the early stages.
See that again. 1, 2, you animal. Okay. Right, reasonable.
All right, fnatic now will have to concede. They will just drop down to the pistols, and that saved AK-47 will be coming across, as well as the dropped Beagle that JW had to start last round. Flash in the hands of Brolin. If it can be used to set up JW for a kill on that AK, that's when they can really start farming out some guns here, but there aren't too many individuals over that side of the map right now. We can see that it is only Yuri holding off that Boiler and Halls push.
Good shot, though. A warning shot of sorts. Flushes Deagle. Puts Vinny down to 66. Now the smokes arrive. FURIA looking to at least present and investigate the B site. Bomb's on its way there too. Does look like it's going to be a commitment, just leaving Yuri to his own devices on the other side of the map. And, well, they go investigating. Fortunately for fnatic, it was just the USP. Still, the site has been taken. The bomb plant will go down. There's nothing they can really do other than hope that JW keeps hold of his AK for the next, I assume.
Yeah, and I'm going to be curious to see what type of approach they want to bring out. All right. Well, considering the way that the game is thus far, I don't think fnatic will do anything too crazy, too outside of the box. They're still going to have the lead here. They'll be sitting at 10-9 in terms of the rounds. Force by absolutely.
Does he take the Krieg?
He should.
Yeah, makes sense, especially on that CT side, a very valuable, powerful weapon.
He's going to be very lucky if he can hold on to this. He's running right into the arms here of this map. Doesn't even make it that far. They'll be able to collect that Krieg, so no qualms, no problems picking that one up. And, well, this is where you can see the difference. FURIA's T side, we can see 3 SGs coming out for those CSGO players. For those of you who, from the old school days, yeah, we do call it a Krieg. Make that 4. They got 4. Whereas we saw fnatic on their T side, it was just Brolin picking it up. That's all it was. We saw AKs across the board. Now, obviously, people will talk about the movement, the difference there, but the versatility of this weapon and where it is placed in the game right now with its value, it'd be silly not to grab it.
Yeah, conversation I'll continue and pick up after this early aggression up banana. Rather rinse repeat. Actually, 2 smokes used to extinguish those Molotovs. It's indicative of a rather aggressive stance, and Flusher UMP body shots is all he needs to eliminate one of those 4 Kriegs. Right out of the gate, 90 seconds on the clock, and they have the banana control, but at the loss of a life. 3-1 split for the T's at the moment, leaving Henny to go elsewhere with his creek.
Now look, if JW is to cheat over now towards the B-bomb side, I don't hate it, because we can see that Fnatic have 2 players towards the porch side of middle, and that means they're going to be able to retain that mid information. If they were playing back towards pit and side, then that would be a different story. They wouldn't have any information across the map. But because they know mid is currently locked on down, they could cheat a player over if they wanted to.
Look at this crossfire. It's even spicier than you may first realize. Brolin's underneath him as well. He falls down.
Well, JW will go for an info play here late. Look how close he is towards middle. If he doesn't... Okay,
Ooh,
they're going to
that would be
smoke
a
it off.
flash,
Yeah, maybe they would send him down for a bit of a peek, but not feeling the need right now. This is going to apply a lot of pressure on Flusher and Golden over towards this B-bomb site, both with the SMGs, and no utility right now to defend.
He did so well with the pistols. It has to be good with the SMG. Golden gets away with his life for now, but here comes the commitment from FURIA. Vinny, Art, both charging towards the CT spawn side of things, and through the smoke, Art catches JW on rotation. Golden eliminated as well, puts it all onto 3. Flusher still at the back of the site, and oh dear, you can't even find the one. The pre-fire towards the boxes, and now Crims, he's just going to be trying to keep hold of his rifle. We saw his teammates struggle to do just that in the round before. But FURIA, I mean, what a turnaround. It did look like they were without answer to the Fnatic T side to start things off, going down 7-2, but it was like the first 5, I believe, without the answer. First frag goes for Crims as he continues to try and keep hold of the M4.
Does get interesting now for Fnatic, really,
Isn't
doesn't it?
Strap me in. Sign me up.
So they didn't play that round with full rifles, right? We were already speaking about the emissions. We said the MP9, we said the UMP, the lack of utility, the fact that it's getting milked out of them very early. I like the fact that they retained mid control, right? That was good. That's good stuff there. But in that scenario, you could start hedging. You have to start gambling over, especially when you have those weaker weapons. FURIA making the right call there. They aren't to know, that's how the scenario is going to play on out. But if you can call out, this is what this is all about, right? It's information. So when you're calling out, yep, smoke use top mid, Molotov banana, 2 Molotovs here, nade here, that information is all going back to Art, and Art's just calculating it, right? It's coming into his head, and he's going, okay, well, now we know where the utility is being used across the map, and you make your most educated decision. It's not always going to pay off, right? They could have used 2 Molotovs very early in the round at B and then rotated those players all the way back towards A and still had players with nades left on that B-bomb side. There's no way that you can be too certain of those things, but you're making a calculation off of the information that comes on through. And right now, the calculation for Fnatic is, what do we do? Do we go for a light buy? Do we just go for a full save? It looks like a light buy will be coming out.
Yeah, they're floating around the 3-4K region.
Yeah, max loss bonus coming into play, so...
I would never write Fnatic out of a round like this. Kevlar, nades, and a sidearm. But up against a very set FURIA. 4 Kriegs, 1 AK. That does win the 1v1 with the plant pot.
Good way to start the round. Nice bit of confidence.
First
there.
blood.
Yeah. Doesn't have to clean that one up either. Slower pace this time around. We haven't seen the rally of nades towards banana. There hasn't been the initial back and forth. And, well, expecting the potential low buy coming out here. Knowing that there is a AK-47 in play, you want to make sure you can identify where that is on the map before you rush into things. When you have these type of rounds, players are going to take more risks, right? Those pistols are going to be happy to push through smokes. They're going to surprise you. They're going to appear from nowhere. So you need to make sure you have heads-up Counter-Strike as your #1 priority right now. And they're trying to get a little bit cheeky boosting over the smoke. It's not going to be. Art, though.
He's considering it, isn't he?
He loves a play like this.
As the smoke fades, he was ready to swing. His teammate's done the work for him, though. Keserato eliminates the first. Whether or not they commit, though, is the question that Fnatic and we find ourselves asking.
It's a lot of jostling for position, right? It's the tug of war of this map, the back and forth. It's playing out now. It's very similar to how the old Inferno used to, minus the way to smoke the bottom of banana from everywhere on the map, but it will be the A hit.
Yeah, Crims flashed and given a chance. Art, another frag from Art. Opens up the A site, just the pistols remaining. It's going to be an impossible task. Golden does well to find just one, but Flusher stuck between rock and a hard place. Just a P250 and a Kevlar vest. It's not going to enable him to do too much. He'll be scarpering off to B. Maybe there's a rifle he can scavenge away.
Yeah, one of my biggest concerns with where Counter-Strike is with all the brawliness that we keep talking about is it's very dependent on individuals to find the right timings, find the right placings, and hit the shots. Now, it's not that we haven't seen that come out. We've seen it from K-Serrado. We've seen Henny with some good rounds. On the side of fnatic, there have been moments. Flusher had no issues consistently entry fragging into that B bomb site. But right now, fnatic maybe undertooled. Are not being able to find that same level of impact. They are starting this half in a very rough spot. This is 5 in a row now. That max loss bonus I'm talking about, it comes into play. There's going to be more than enough money in the bank account to get a full buy, so there's no excuses going into round number 22. But this is where they need to stop the bleeding. This is where they need to get on the board because the half is going to run away from them very quickly right now.
Yeah, FURIA have gone from a jog to a sprint in this second half. It's time to see if fnatic have an answer. And that's a hopeful coach clap. You may have heard that. Round 22, our first map. Winner meets EG.
Only one kit here coming out from the side of fnatic, just to note. So as this round develops, if the bomb gets down, really keep that in mind.
The bomb for now in the hands of Vinny.
Well, this is going to be fast.
This is
Yuri's
different.
into a Mac 10 here. This is going to be a completely different switch up.
Yeah, and a fast Molotov actually on towards the roof. It's where fnatic have found themselves. This time Crim's tucks in. Boiler, look at him go. What shoes is he wearing? He's going so damn fast. Already finds JW. Crims, however, keeps the numbers level, and Brolin just playing around the edge of his own smoke. That's gorgeous. The bodies keep lining up, but immediately they equalize. K-Serrado thrown into a 1 versus 2. He must know where Brolin is.
Oh!
Through the smoke, he catches him. He's got a good idea of where Golden is.
No!
He gives him the fight. K-Serrado, another one added to the list of single-handed victories. That's 3 now. He takes the round all on his own.
That was fnatic's chance right there to get back in this one. The Mouse Sports Execute came out right now. I've seen that one went down over at the Major. We've seen it used by a couple of teams since. FURIA, they didn't really stick the landing.
Yeah,
But they got the 2v1, so hey.
Let's see, how much does he see of Brolin? It is truly just reactionary.
The traces. That's all the traces.
Wowee. 2 4Ks and a 3K, Chad. And that's 3 of FURIA's rounds from one man alone. A lot of them, though, of course, picked up due to the slow start from fnatic. What's going on here?
There's an auto sniper?
That is an auto.
Art has a dak.
Well.
What is this buy?
So you know how Counter-Strike, they say the scoped weapons are strong? Well,
Yeah.
you didn't think about this one, did you?
Oh, wow. Okay, well, the bank has allowed this for FURIA to go for. I'm not sure if it was intentional. I really don't know where that came from, but I love to see it.
I love it.
Yeah, well, let's keep pushing the boundaries.
Why not? You know, Valve right now rubbing their hands together. This is statistician who they support intern. They have forced to manually count how many DACs are bought in Pro CS. Well, he's got something to do today.
Well, look, the people at home think I'm a cantankerous old, salty man sitting on my front porch yelling at the kids, but I'm all about as many options as possible here, and I don't mind seeing this one little bit.
Variety is the spice of life, Chad.
Right now.
Oh, come on now. Things are getting stupid. Nice catch from the observers there.
Maybe there were a few misbuys in spawn.
I think
this
so.
one here offered up to Vinny as Golden peaks for a little bit of information. And now the B hit comes in once again. 4 players from fnatic left on an island that we will call A side as all the action of the party goes down towards B.
I don't think fnatic got their invites.
I'm going to knock on the door and see if the bouncer will let him in.
Can't blame them, the maniacs. All of them gathering what will be, I imagine, a flash from Brolin and a crazy swing. They want to stop these rifles. They want to take as much as they can away from FURIA. No kit. This is just about damage. That's the flash. And this is the push. K-Serrado full white. They're looking for the shots, and they do connect. 1 from Flusher, but that's all. That's absolutely all. Vinny confirms it. FURIA to 13, and the coach is feeling it.
Mincemeat there. They just get put in the absolute blender that is those SGs. Ooh. Nothing they can really do.
How many have they got? 1 CT round to show for their map pick at the moment, fnatic.
Yikes. And the money is swelling right now for this FURIA roster. We have multiple members just under 10K. Yuri down there on 1,600, but that's all right. I'm sure people will be helping him out. There'll be no dramas, no problems.
And he's been given the short end of the stick, for sure. He's been responsible for that apps and very little action for him. Admittedly surviving more often than not until the late stages of the round, which I imagine is mission accomplished for a lot of these rounds. And the weapon's still in play, by the way, Chad.
Yeah, here's the change. JW bring out the AWP. Now, the reason this becomes very difficult to do for him is that he is against 4 Kriegs and a Dak. Now,
Right.
I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth in that order while talking about Counter-Strike, but they have. Now, for JW to swing, he's going up against scoped rifles. Going up against scoped rifles in this regard, they don't have a skin for it?
Ooh,
Come on, guys.
There's a submission to faces in things there. That kind of look like a grumpy face at the end, on the butt of the Dak.
JW's going to go for a mid pick by the looks of things right here. He has the spawn. He's going to jump on across. Will he go for the deep T-stairs pick or just trying to get someone going across to the mini pit? Looks like he's going to keep it relatively conservative as we're on board with him while the rally of nades and banana go down as per usual. Nothing out of the ordinary this round.
So I know it's something that comes with time, knowing the time in which you have to avert your gaze from middle and acknowledge that they could have rushed up second middle. But I wonder, do players just straight up just feel it, or are they actually looking at the clock and going, right,
There's certain
3, 2,
timings.
1? Like,
Yeah.
Are they actually acknowledging that?
There's definitely certain timings, and for example, there's certain shots that if you know you push down to a certain angle and you miss, that they can run you down before you can get back to a point of safety.
Yeah.
All of these lines, the players have to be aware of, especially at this level of Counter-Strike, especially how much we've developed.
What is that smoke achieving?
I think it was a miss smoke.
Okay, JW still playing around it, and $300 squandered.
He's the rotator, right? So JW has the information, but he is the B rotator, and we can see nobody is playing in B right now from fnatic. Maybe they're doing a retake setup.
Could be interesting. Flush is still sitting at CT spawn. He hasn't chosen to advance any further. It's just golden. There is a gap, and he's going all in. Vinny ready to turn around and deal with it from Paul, and they cross safely. Flusher anticipating Henny and his aggression, but nothing to punish. Instead, rather conservative, and actually bullets through the smoke bring Flusher down low.
Can't save anymore.
What do you do? fnatic, they've got no answers to this FURIA B hit. It just comes time after time. They say the B site's impossible, and that's when they're talking about Dust 2, but right now it feels applicable to Inferno.
This is getting out of control right now. I think the mix-up from fnatic is going to have to be something hyper-aggressive, maybe a halls push, maybe trying to get JW to do some vintage plays, picking out the window room into alt middle. Anything. They can't just keep running this same setup. They haven't given themselves enough gun rounds. We had a lot of half pistol buys. There was the force buy battle that we had earlier in the game, which put them in a hole. And here, now that the rifles are finally stabilizing, well, they're down 14-10. The score is going to be one that is not so easy to climb back from.
Yeah, what a T-side this has been from FURIA. Phenomenal stuff. It's now 8-1 in this second half. Just the first round of the first half, the second half, excuse me, was the fnatic win. That gave them the double digits, but even that was a close one.
So just having a look here, I keep referencing the game yesterday versus EG. It was definitely 7-2 down for the EG, and then they came back and they were able to get the half to be at 8-7 in the favor of fnatic. And
Interesting.
Then, yeah, fnatic struggled again on their CT side. Didn't get pistol.
Cracks in the armor. Fast Molotov exchanged. JW will overstay his welcome just a little bit. Lick of the Flame brings him down to 87 and golden. This is an aggressive stance from him. He has the support of Flusher over that smoke. And as the deep one arrives, they take a whole lot of control and a whole lot of damage. This is a change-up. Full control of Banana for the CTs. I don't know how many times I've said that. That might be the first.
Will FURIA just respect this and allow the CTs to waste their time in utility holding off this position? Yes, they will. We can see right now that they've dropped multiple members back towards alt middle. They want to smoke towards top mid and see if they can grab some territory, because for once, they don't have anything. That smoke's missed again.
Same smoke. Yuri needs to watch this one back.
Molotov's landed, so he's got one out of the two. If they're thinking that the CTs are just going to respect that smoke, then they don't know that it's missed, and at that point, the information actually hurts them. We can see that the aggressive Banana player has dropped all the way back in golden towards the B-bomb site, and that means that when FURIA go to take it, it's going to take them a little bit longer making sure they clear out all these corners on board with Serato and Art right now as they do exactly that. That'll force the rotation from Flusher back over towards B, just the sound cues alone. Two players rooted right now in the A bomb site, so they're not going to have any mid-wall information whatsoever.
Interesting. Art's actually turning tail. Serato considering a commitment. Golden will find him early. That could give them the info. Flush is really considering a rotation. JW's going to be calling for help, but he's doing a whole lot of the heavy lifting right now. And he eliminated. Vinny caught as well. FURIA, they're trying to end on A. It's not a site they're particularly successful on this time around. Anyway, Art left all alone and tagged up, just his shoulder showing. It was enough for JW to do the necessary damage, and so that's 11. That's the first real gun round from the CT side of Fnatic, and GG.bet have provided and updated their odds, giving FURIA a significant edge for the winner of map 1, just as Fnatic pick up their second.
Do they forget the start of the tournament, Alex, when we went overtime, 30 rounds, bonus rounds, all the rounds?
There's never much love.
When we go OT. Unless you're a Fnatic fan, because, well, you can still win in regulation right now, but it's going to have to continue with some clean rounds, just like we saw there. Moving into this one, JW wants to head back towards middle, so just change it with the AWP. Maybe that's where they felt this was necessary. Some missed smokes doing FURIA a disservice right now, and that's something that they won't be able to identify unless they use that smoke. We'll go back and watch the demo after the game. 5 SGs now.
Oh, baby.
And 5 individuals all coming up middle. Heads over the roof. Looks like a bit of a set piece here.
Is that smoke library working? Doesn't look like it's mission accomplished, and a smoke to enable Vinny to just charge straight up quad. Wow, just as it plumes, he's already up. All the way around short. Crims tucked in the corner. In support is Brolan, and they're doing a fantastic job. The meat grinder established and working. Art does throw a wrench into the works in some way. Yuri, however, patience prevails beautifully as catches JW on the advance. Still, sight not clear, and Crims still digging his heels in. Defensive smoke to play around. Golden caught on the push. That's a problem. Keeps it level. Now all onto Crims.
They're out!
And they just evaporate. Fade faster than the smoke he threw himself. Crims will start to work this one out rather quickly, but how does the timing shape up? Crims, is he committing? Yeah, I think that's knife out.
There's no smoke for CT spawn, which means Art and Yuri, they're just going to both have to swing on this and take the fight, because Crims is well and truly there in time.
Been across the burst, and Yuri, that was a crucial fight he had to win. His teammate putting full faith in the trade, if not the frag, and so 15 now to 11. Fnatic, last chance saloon in their map pick. A crucial game of Counter-Strike, $40,000 the difference between a victory here and a loss, and now, as they call it in French, le double orb.
And Flusher will be wielding the second here, so that's going to probably get plied over towards Banana. Well and truly it will.
Where's Keisarato off to with that spawn? He's ahead of the pack, and you'll just look to get that fast Molotov to stem any aggression early from the CTs. And speaking of aggression, JW looking for a fight. We'll show just one of the AWPs so far. Yet to completely reveal their bag of tricks.
No rush right now for FURIA. They don't need to get ahead of themselves. One round at a time. Yuri gonna try his luck again. We know that Molotov's landed. It's been the smoke that's been more of the issue, but Fnatic have lent 4 players over towards the A bomb site off the back of JW's AWP. As I say that, Caster's Curse.
Yeah, it's so dynamic though. They're always changing. It's often a different character. This time Golden returns to his hidey hole. Flusher, this is the frag he has to hit, and it works. Vinny, just one of the many though, does get caught off, and now Keisarato still ready to commit. Smoke from Golden gives a bit more of time for CT friends to arrive. Crims is there, Flusher towards construction. They've got a lot of presence now, and the bomb yet to go down, but Yuri somehow, some way, finds Golden through the smoke. Bomb's still not down. Keisarato starting that process now.
Hit him.
4 versus 4 in the afterplan, a must-win round for Fnatic. FURIA 4 frags away from taking this map away from Fnatic, and now just 3. Yuri, a double kill and such a crucial moment of the game. JW on the way in. Kits are in play. Flash forcing them tight into emo. Oh, and the timing, you hate to see it. Puts Crims and Brolan then to do it all. Keisarato is being tested, and again he passes. 16 to 11. FURIA take Fnatic's Inferno away from them. Sensational turnaround as well. From 7-2 down, they stabilize on defense and then run full pelt at the Swedes on the attack.
Keisarato has to be man of the match right there. 24 kills to his name, 2 assists, 13 deaths. But you go back to that first half, you look at those 4Ks that were necessary just to get FURIA in the game, just to wake them up. And Fnatic, well, they've got to be rattled after this one. That was their map pick. We all had it in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, the analyst desk, throw your mind back. I know it feels so long ago, but they were saying this is almost a guarantee for Fnatic, and you can understand where that comes from. You can understand, you know, where that's grounded. It just looked like their defense. Once again, you said you bring that EG game up. Clearly, CT Inferno a little worse for wear.
Yeah, and they started with a pistol. So a rough one here for Fnatic, losing that force buy in the second. And then from all, it was all FURIA, all going all the way. So fantastic stuff. They had a very good approach here and not too many issues at all. But look, we've got the break coming up. We've got the desk after that. And then that will be with Nuke on map number 2. So see you guys soon.